And we are playing Miracle Dragonist, and for today's video, we're going to talk about some tips and tricks in min-maxing, attack and all that stuff. So, first off, we need to talk about your spirit, okay? So, currently I'm using the Marine hanging on ribbon, but before I was using this guy, the Dreaming Fox Cloud Spirit. Now, you can see the difference. The attack power that it gives you know, in raw attack, it's at what, 131k, while the Dreaming Fox is like what, almost 40. So that's already 91k difference. Now, final damage, there's also a difference there. Max HP, they're the same. The attack percentage, however, is a difference of 1.5%. Now, keep in mind, the one that I have, the Marine hanging on a ribbon, the attack power percentage, that's not the max. I've seen someone using the same spirit that has around 12%. So that's really pretty big, you know, in terms of difference in attack power percentage, and that's really gonna help out a lot in, when squeezing out more attack out of your stuff. Okay. Now, how do you get the marine spirit? So you go to Hamchan and should be the fourth. Yeah. Okay. So this spirit requires two shiny white feather. Cannot be traded. It's important to note that you get the cannot be traded. Two of them. Now, how do you get the shiny white feather? The ones that can't be traded. You can purchase. Where was that? Yeah, you can purchase the fantastical wings, the tail, the decal, the ones that actually you can purchase through Wonderful Point for 250k per piece. Now, you only need two, so you can just farm for 500k on Wonderful Point, and you should be able to purchase at least two of those. Yeah, and then just disassemble them. Okay. Now, how do you get the Wonderful Point? You can actually get them if you run, you know, Fission Maze. Okay. So Fission Maze, starting from what, 8? Yeah, starting from 8. FM8 gives you 2.1k. Oh, no, no, sorry. It gives you 1.6, yeah, 1.6k for the wonderful points, and then it bumps up to 2.5 once you hit FM11, and then it goes up to 5k from FM12, and then 9.2 FM13. So from FM14 up until 17, it doesn't give you any points. So the next bump would be on FM18, which would be up to 9.3. The next one we've got, let's see here, FM19 at 13.6k, and lastly FM20 at 18.8k of the wonderful point. So you can choose to run those, it's unlimited, and once you get 500k, you can then purchase these two or any of these three. You just need two pieces, and then you can disassemble, and you should be able to obtain the shiny white feather non-tradable. Once you get them, just head on to Hamchan, purchase the spirit, and then you can, level them up by going to NPC Amiri Ichinosi. So just hit on grow spirit and you should be able to grow your spirit. Okay. Now you can use fodder like, if you're opening miracle boxes or, coupon or costume coupon boxes, you can use them. You can use the fodders to level them up. Okay. Now if you don't get the needed or if you're not satisfied with the amount of stats that you get since it's, random, you can keep farming and repeating the process until you get, like what you want ideally for the stats. Okay, but it's it's really not that big of a difference, but it will help out in, squeezing out your attack as much as possible. Okay? So that's just one trick that I can I can share to you on Spirit. Next, we've got the engraving. So again, follow your main element. If you are fire element, then go for fire engraving. Okay? Engraving you can purchase through NPC Vandar, which is located here, right beside Lunaria. Lunaria doesn't do anything for now, but we don't know, maybe updates, but NPC Vandar actually sells the engravings, the legend ones, for 500k nest points apiece. So if you're physical attack and fire element, you can purchase these for ring, earring, necklace. Magic attack as well, it's the same thing. For wingtail and decal, if you're magic attack with either light or dark attribute, then you can purchase the wingtail decal. If if you're physical, then physical. Okay. Now, how do you know your main stat? Simple. Go to your character page, and it should give you there, as you can see, main stat, strength, physical attack. Okay. So once you get your main element and your engravings, you know, aligned, you should be able to see a significantly huge difference in terms of, your damage dealt. Because if you don't use any element, then you won't be able to make use of your element attack advantage. So these stats will be useless if you don't have any element at all. So if your class does not have an innate element like Dark Avenger or Veda Plaga or Block Mara, then you can just use Jade, an element Jade. You can purchase it through Rosetta, through Nest Points, I believe. Yeah, Nest Point. And you should be able to see or, locate your main elements there. I would highly suggest taking time in reading your skills, the class mastery, the awakening, etc. Because that's gonna tell you, what main element you are, or it gives you an idea on how you can, squeeze out your main element stats as much as possible. That way you can deal a whole lot of damage. You deal, better damage when you're running anything at all. And another trick or tip I can tell you, if you are running solo, go for hero. So hero, go to hero list, and I would highly suggest Irene, Halloween Irene. A reason behind is that you are like your own portable academic. because you can drop, food. You may be able to get the reset, the immortal stew something. So it allows your skills to reset immediately or cool down immediately. You can also get, attack power boost for like 20, 25, 30% ish, move speed bonus, critical, final damage, some HP, MP recovery, which is pretty neat because if you're running solo and you kind of find yourself, you know, in trouble, low HP, or you need to squeeze out more critical due to, labor and penalties, then Halloween Irene is gonna be your best bet. She also has a debuff. What could you ask more? If your class does not have a debuff, or you don't know if your class has one, then go for Irene. How do you get Halloween Irene? You get it from purchasing the Halloween box from Hamchan. There we go. Halloween Gacha box. And it's gonna be 100 pieces for 50 coupon miracles and 100 pieces of the key for 10 miracle coupons. So 60, and you can get yourself a Halloween Irene, no questions. That's guaranteed. That I can tell you. Because I get like about 3, 2 to 3, or 2 to 5 Irene heroes in 100 boxes. So pretty much that's what I can tell you regarding hero, spirit, engraving element, and all that stuff. Okay. Next up, we've got the talisman. It is highly important that you have gold before you do this. So unlock all the first columns here. So the first three, well, the first two are unlocked by default, and then you purchased the talisman expansion something from the cash shop, and it's gonna open up the third one. And then the other three below, you can unlock via gold. Okay. You may also choose to unlock these two if you've got like, some talismans that you want to squeeze in for some stats. Because, getting talismans at, attack power 5.20% increase, we're talking big. Because that's what these three or these four. We're looking at more than, yeah. This is 20%, all four of them. Plus, you get the element talisman, which pumps your element to 14%, and conquest talismans. If you've done the event, then you should be able to get it. If not, then you can stick to just the vibrant talismans. Again, individually, these are not big bonuses, but if you get all of them in bulk, that's gonna be a huge difference in terms of, stats. Because again, four pieces would give you 20%. 20%. And that's a lot. That's not something you can overlook. Okay. Next up for Talisman as well, we can go to Gunther, which is located here in Saint Haven. And then just go to Seasonal Point Store. Purchase these for gold. You can purchase, what, 10 pieces and just open them up. Once you get, like, let's say about a million or so points, just to be on the safe side, go to Talisman, and then you can either purchase the honed Talisman for, basic stats like strength, agility, and all that stuff. And you can also switch it to sharp, which actually gives you attack power and all that stuff. So I'll show you the difference. So we've got plus 10. So this is already at a sharp enhancement. So we're gonna go honed. So this gives you critical and critical damage, which you really don't need much, because again, once you hit, you know, ancient gears, then you can actually exceed the cap. Because cap is at 90% for critical, crit damage at 300, and as you can see, I'm at 792. Final damage as well, you can cap that. So it's a 120 cap, and I'm currently at 388. But it is important to exceed, since again, you will have, penalties in high labyrinth stages. Okay? So that's about it for some tip and tricks on, how to min-max damage, squeezing out every possible bit of damage that you can do, or stats that you can do with your current gears, and what you can currently do in game, regardless of reset or, whatnot. Okay? And I hope you all enjoyed the video. It's not that long, but we will be adding in some more stuff soon. And we have new content creators as well. I highly advise you to support them as well. Check out the stuff that they're posting, because those are pretty useful as well. So you can also become a content creator yourself, or a streamer, to support the game, get get more players in the server, make a better community, and I hope to all see you in game. And this have been Miracle Dragonist.